Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Selendra and our vintage experience. I can't believe he's still sat out there. It is absolutely tipping it down. But it's in for most of the day, so we have to crack on. So I am going to need my wellies and jacket there, coat. But there is things we need to do, so I'll grab them. And let's head outside. Oh, awful. Now, what I did forget to do is the weeds. The weeds in the half of the oat field over there, they need doing, and so does the other big oat field over by the pigsty. But I only noticed these this morning. It wasn't raining, it's only just started about 9 o'clock this morning. I come out to check all the chickens and everything, and I noticed the weeds. I went and checked. They are too far gone to use that weeder what we've been using, so we're going to have to head on up to the store and see if they've got some form of sprayer. And the wind, look at that going for it. The wind, what an awful day it is. Ah dear, but we must crack on. I did a couple of things after the last episode, so all the grass that was left over by the sheep, I turned it all into hay. And right, let's just check here, look at them. So obviously that half is absolutely fine because we ploughed that side because of the potatoes, so we won't get any weeds from that, but there's some nasty ones in there. Yeah, so by the sheep I flipped all that grass over, turned it into hay, windrowed it all up, collected it, tipped it all into the cows, so they have got quite a bit of feed. I also done the straw in there for their bedding, so they are looking pretty good. Hopefully we'll get some, well, we've probably already got some milk, slurry and manure from them. Not a lot, I wouldn't have thought, from just 10 cows, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, also, that reminds me, most of our fields need fertilising. So the oat fields, that one and that one over there, both need doing, and then anything that was grass, that needs doing as well. So those are the jobs for today. Now, if we've got any time, well, actually saying that, I was going to think about doing some contracts. Well, there is a fertilising one. It's not very much, is it? Quite a few harvesting, but obviously that is weather depending. Let's have a quick check. Oh yeah, look, we've got a little bit of milk. There's also some slurry. No doubt we'll have some manure as well. So yeah, they've got over 25,000 litres of hay, which is good, just from those fields. Right, I'm going to go and see if they've got some sort of sprayer. And it's a little bit annoying because we're going to have to buy some herbicide, weed killer thing. And that's quite expensive. But I'll see what I can do. Okay. So our money's gone down a little bit, but look at that. That is some contraption, that is. I don't know what to make about that. It's like an old barrel or something, and well, the way it is like that, it looks like we're going to pick up Radio 2 or something, I don't know. And then this guy, which we've had to buy, 2,400 that cost. I don't even think we're going to need half of that, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's see if we can hook up to this very odd looking bit of kit. But if it does the job, it does the job, right. There we go. So it doesn't hold a lot, as you can imagine. We will go and start on that top field over there and then kind of work our way back, because if we do need to fill up, we can do that as we pass the shop. sure how much we're going to use. Yeah, look at that field as well. I'm so annoyed that I've forgotten about that. But it's done now. I am getting absolutely wet, but I do have my coat and wellies on. But it is still very, very heavy rain. Right, oh, look at that. We'll unfold that. Let's get this done. So there we go, that's killing them off. Awesome, that's what we want. Shouldn't take us too long. And the other field over there's not even that big, to be fair, because obviously it's split in half technically, isn't it, with the potatoes being ploughed up. Do you know what, I think we might even get away. Look at this, just one tank full, which is going to be a bit of a shame because we've got all that sat down the store. I might see if they will buy it back off of me, but I don't think they will. You know, there's a bit taken out of it now. I mean, if need be, we could always do this again. I may even see how much this little sprayer is to buy. It only costs us 73 euros to lease. So I can't imagine it being too expensive. I just thought the weeder, using that, was a little bit more better. Certainly a bit more vintage, isn't it, than spraying. But that's my own fault. Right, I think we are done. I will double check that field before we leave the vicinity. So we were here, that looks absolutely fine to me, and now we'll head down. Oh, we're definitely going to get that field done and still have some left over, which is a little bit of a shame. Probably have to unload the rest of it before we send it back, because otherwise whatever's left in there we're going to lose. Right, so we'll get that unfolded again. I think we'll go this way. That's the outside of the field. I thought there was a weed there right on the edge, but it's not. It's in that little grass strip. So it literally is just that, and that is done. Now, going back to the cows, obviously when the time comes to it, we're going to need some sort of tanker for our milk. We're going to need something to carry slurry. Obviously not the same tank, because that would be disgusting. Oh, I've missed a little bit there. So I'd have to try and source something from the store eventually. In terms of the slurry manure, I don't know what to do with it really. We'll probably just end up selling it. but I don't think we're going to get a lot for it. Right, last bit. Look at that, we haven't even used 100 litres. That is mad. I definitely might be asking them how much this thing is. It's just going to be a case of will we use it. But then again, if we do own it, we will be using it. So it would eliminate the leasing the weeder, and we'll just have to wait. Well, we don't have to wait. I was going to say we have to wait till our weeds get high up, but we don't, do we? We could spray whenever, really. Right, I don't know if this is gonna there we go, that's pretty good. That's put that there. Right, I'm just going to drop that down there. I'm going to go in and see how much it would be to buy that. Oh. And then I'll ask them about taking that back, but I don't think they will, but I'll see what they say. Okay, right, I've spoken to them. They've had to take it back in because someone else is due to lease it this afternoon as well, which is a bit of a shame. But if we do want to buy it later, 1,450. So I said yes, we will buy that. That is very cheap. And with all that herbicide we've got there, you know, that's probably going to last quite some time, I would have thought. Right, what we need to do is hook up to the fertilizer spreader. I think that's full up, it looks full up. And we've got a great big pallet full there, and also lime over there. Plenty of that. I don't know why I bought so much, but there we go. Right, I think if we head on up to where the sheep are, because that's the furthest away, and we'll work our way back down. So because of the weather, we might not get a lot done this episode. It could just literally be these two jobs. What are we doing for honey? Looks okay. Yeah, absolutely horrendous weather. Yeah, I was checking that I shut all the doors up of the barn. Pretty sure I did. Right, let's start over the far side. The poor sheep are getting soaked. Go inside, you can go inside, you know. Every time I go round the edge over there by the fence though, doing any work in that grass field, they just get all excited. I think they think they're getting fed all the time, but they've got plenty of feed in there. It just come running all along the fence when I've got the tedder out, and then windrowing it. They're funny little things. I'm not sure how much wool. Oh, they got quite a bit of wool over there. That's good. I don't really want to sell anything just yet though. We're not desperate for money. Doing pretty good actually, to be fair. So should hopefully get all that. Now when we come to fertilise the oats, that's going to be a bit of a different story, because we're not probably going to be able to see where we've been, so we'll have to check the little mini map. when the time comes to it. Right, we've got this little strip here. I'm gonna have to try and avoid spraying the sheep. They're all down that side. Right, that's quite there. We need to get over. I am quite considerate when it comes to our animals. It's alright, I'm keeping it away from you, don't panic. Just give me some more wool and we will say no more about it. This is a pretty good spreader as well we've got here. This doesn't use up a great deal. Absolutely soaked my legs are. It's coming through my trousers. Have a nice soak in the bath after this, I think. Right, there's a couple of little spots back up the top that I missed. I will go and grab those in a second. Just do this little bit here first. Awesome, looking good, looking very good. Then we just need to let that grow now for another month or two, just to get the most out of it. Like so. Right, again, I'm going to double check that I've got all that before we depart on to the next one. Yeah, looking good. So we'll head over to here first, and then that needs doing. I'm going to turn weeds off so that we can see. And then this field, so that will be all of our fertilizing required done. Stay away from there. We can cut across there because this is just a grass field. Not a problem. I wouldn't have a problem with anyone cutting across my grass field. Right, there we go. So we'll probably leave the fields that we have got grass in for now, and we'll see how we go. It all depends on how much the cows are going to eat and also the sheep. Sheep are easy because we can just literally cut the grass and then feed them that's fine. But obviously with the cows we want to be giving them hay, because that's going to be the best for the production. It's better for them than just standard grass. I think we'll quite get that in one hit, will we, or will we? Probably will. Lovely. How's that looking? Ooh, tiny little spot there. Is that part of the grass field or? Wonder if that's to do with the... I don't know. Oh, I didn't want to get out, did I? There we go. No, that's not having it, so we'll leave that. I'm not too fussed about that. Right, now this is the tricky bit. Trying to do these fields. These are definitely going to need to be checking the map as we go. So I think we'll do the outside and then we'll try and fill in the gaps, I guess. I haven't actually checked the forecast properly. All I remember seeing last night is they said it was going to rain for most of the day, so that's literally what I'm basing things on. Right, I think we are pretty much down. Okay, something like that. I think that probably should get all of that. Yep, probably going a little bit too far over to the left there. Little spots about here. Yep, and one more. It's probably about there, roughly. Okay, another one done. I think that's looking pretty good. On to the next one. What I could do after fertilising this field is go indoors, probably grab a bit of lunch, then I can check the weather forecast a little bit more better. See whether we can actually do anything else today. Fingers crossed we can. But like I say, there probably will just be doing a contract for someone. Right, this whole field needs doing now, not just the side of the weeds. Again, I think we'll go round the outside. Looking good, and then we can just fill in the middle again. I think we may buy this little patch here once we've harvested the oats and see what we can do. We'll get the grass off of it. Not going to be a huge amount, but it might top up the sheep. And then we could probably join that up again with these two just to expand the field a little bit more. Right, so that is the outside done. I think maybe something like that. It's looking good. This. I've only just realised actually that we've used hardly anything as well. I mean, obviously, yeah, we have used a fair bit, but what I mean is we've done all those fields and we still haven't run out. 43% left in there. That is pretty good. So even though we've got small old bits of kit, they are performing very well. Especially this tractor. Absolutely love this little tractor. Right, let's try and line up. Probably about there, I think. There we go. We are done, I think. Right. So yeah, we've just gone past midday. Let's go and park all this up. I'm going to get out of this wet clothes. Have a spot of lunch and a nice warm drink. And then we will go from there. I will assess the situation. Drop that down. Right, hopefully I'll see you in a short while when all of this will have stopped. Fingers crossed. Well, what a difference a couple of hours has made. Look at it. So I took all my wet gear off. Reason why I'm walking in here, I've accepted a harvesting contract over on field 29. I think we did it quite some time ago. It's wheat again. Pretty sure it was wheat last time. So I've taken the harvester over there and I've come back for the tractor and trailer. So I think we'll do that because we can't really do anything else on our own fields. So why not help out some of the locals? Hook on up to the trailer, and they want the wheat delivered to Zito Products, which we know where that is. It's only over there, so that shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, it is beautiful now. Feels quite warm as well. And there is the harvester over in the distance. Shouldn't take us too long. It is a fairly big field though compared to our fields. And if we do end up with a little bit of crop left over for ourselves, I think we'll just sell it. It's not really worth keeping. Right, so we'll park that there. And off we go. Hopefully the crop isn't too wet. Should be alright. They were happy for me to carry on with it, so we should imagine it is absolutely fine. Yeah, so I'm now got my little shirt and jacket type, whatever you call that. I'll take the wellies off as well because they are uncomfortable. Right, now I remember this being awful to harvest last time because it's right up on the slope and they've gone right round that tree up there almost. But we will try our best, that's all we can do. Yeah, the harvester does not like that bit at all. Come on. There we go. I was going to go round, but I don't think we're going to get round there. I'm going to have to tack that from the other side. And I seem to remember that we had to do this in more than one trip with the trailer. Now it all depends on how well they've looked after the field as well. I think we're probably going to end up having to do it in more than one trip as well by the look of it. We've got plenty of feed for the chickens as well at the moment, so it's not like we could try and keep whatever's left over. I don't think it's going to be a lot anyway, so not worth it at all. Right, can we get that bit now like that? There we go. Right, look at it all growing in around that tree. I have no idea how they managed to seed that like that. Some sort of miracle seeder, I think. That's not going to happen again, is it? This is such an awkward field. I would not want to own this. It's a very good sized field, but I think I'd have to do something with that tree and that bit there. Just a tiny spot there. I'll try and get that towards the end. Look at it now though, what a difference. It's like 2 separate days. It really is. And also there's this tree right here, so we'll try and stay away from that. There we go. Let's turn that off. I think we'll empty that. We'll just drive over to the trailer like so. That will fill that trailer up. We might be able to finish the contract and you know, have room in the harvester for all that. We'll see though. I'll try it. And it just means we've got to run backwards and forwards with the tractor and trailer. Right, there we go. That is the trailer full up. I think we should be able to do that, to be honest with you. and I can take all our machinery back to our farm after the episode. I'll see if I can grab that over there now. That is all I'm doing. I'm not wrecking our harvester for anyone. Dear, that doesn't even like that bit either. Right, let's see if we can do this then. Right, let's grab that a little bit, because that's going to make all the difference. Oh, I didn't even get it. There we go. You'll probably have to do 2 passes back up through there. I think it's a bit too wide, isn't it, for our header? All this lovely straw being wasted. They said they didn't want any straw swaths, so I've turned that, disabled that. We should get quite a decent amount of straw off of our oat field, so that would be good. That can all be stored then, ready for the cows for their bedding. Topping up that. So back down, tiny little bit left in and around that tree, but like I say, that's just ridiculous. We're not even going to entertain that bit. So not quite a full trailer load again for us, but go. I mean, that's a decent sized field, and we've still only got 5,172 litres off of there. Right, we'll leave that like that. Obviously I have to come back and start the engine. So, off to Zito product. Should be able to spin around there. There we go. I only think the contract was worth about 500 something. So, not a lot. But it was the best paying, well, bar one, which was potatoes, but obviously I don't want to be getting caught up in all that. We haven't got the equipment for that, and I haven't got the time and patience for that. We do have some potatoes in storage actually, don't we? So probably going to wait for a decent price. I'm not going to make a lot of money off of there. I would like to get a few pigs over there. We've got the pigsty when the time comes. Maybe we could chuck the potatoes in there, but that isn't going to go very far at all. Right, here we are. Zito. Let me just check, this is Zito. Yes. Done that before, taking it to the wrong place. That wouldn't go down too well. 90% complete. Rightio, let's get underneath of there. Probably about there, I think. I'll have to start that up because we need to Oh, perfect. Yeah, not sure how much extra we'll make, probably only a couple of €100, but it all adds up. And then once we claim on the contract, that will also add up. It's mainly just sort of a gap filler, isn't it? Doing that, especially on this map. Because we have built our money up quite well, to be fair. It's been a bit of a slog. I didn't think we were going to do very good, especially in the early days with the sides of the fields. I think it's a lot harder in FS22 to make money if you're on a small map like this. But we are doing very well. I'm pretty impressed. Right, now the moment of truth to see how much extra we might get. There we go. €377. Fantastic. And let's collect on that. Look at that, almost £1,000 we've made off of that. Happy days. Right ho, I think we'll leave it there for that episode, guys. So next time we come in, it should be October. Hopefully have a bit more to do. Probably have a few things to sell as well. Honey, eggs and wool. We'll see how that goes. But if you have all enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. And don't forget to smash that bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.